Well, hello again, everybody. This is the final update, which we call the finale of the Polar Lights Submarine Seaview model kit number 5099, complete with the diorama I set up for it. I just want to go over a few things that I got to this point of the finale. I basically added some more features to it than what was on the sub. I'll kind of give you a 360 of the sub itself for right now as we're talking. But basically what I did was I added some photo etch parts, as well as giving it some navigation lights and some tail lights for the end of the Cadillac fins, just to kind of give a little bit more detail on the sub itself, and I'll kind of go over that of how I accomplished that as we finish our little 360 here. First of all, after everything was said and done, the sub was actually clear coated with the future ×2, so it gives a nice little sheen to it. But as far as the details are concerned, I actually, see if I can get around here, but navigation lights, I actually used canopy glue for the navigation lights, and I also gave it a forward and rear illusion of camera lights, and on the back side, on top of the conning tower on the rear, I think there's actually another like little light. So like I said, I used canopy glue and just took the end of a toothpick and dipped it and just kind of made a little dab at it to give you the illusion of a light there. So that's as far as the light, illusion of a light. That's what I did for the conning tower. As far as the hatch doors on the conning tower, there's two doors on the upper part of the diving planes, and I actually used some leftover photo etch parts I had from my Sabre, and these are actually the rudder pedals from the Sabre. So it was a perfect fit for the not so detailed door on the above part of the diving planes. I went ahead and left the doors alone on the lower half for right now. I may come back if I find some other photo etch or whatever, kind of tweak it up a little bit. But as we turn around here to the back side, I take a look at the tail lights. Now on the Cadillac fins, it pretty well was flat on the back side. There was no lights or clear parts for it. So actually these two clear parts actually came from my Mobius Submarine Seaview that I built back in July, and these are some extra parts. So basically I just kind of flipped them around because these were supposed to be the navigation lights for the Mobius, but I just turned it the other way around, make it look like tail lights on the back of the fins. So there you go. On the top part where Admiral Nelson and Captain Crane come up with their, up on top of the conning tower, I actually put a little photo etch hatch in there, so they can go up and down into the conning tower. But other than that, it came out really well. As far as the diorama, I actually got an ice cooler lid from work, turned it upside down, and this is actually the base of the seafloor. I used basically some leftover Home Depot acrylic paint that I had. I don't know if the camera can pick it up or not, but there's some pink kind of shadows, and I actually used like grout, for tile floors, and kind of spread it over there when the paint was a little wet, and then I just kind of brushed it all out, kind of give you some dimension there. As far as the sponges are concerned, I got those from Ace Hardware, and of course, this was my setup for the others with the great stuff in my transparent cup that I molded to make it look like a coral reef, or something like that. So and then of course the stones, basically for my backyard, just to kind of add a little bit more dimension to the seafloor. As far as the sea view, see if we can pick it up between the rocks here. As far as the sea view part here, I've just basically painted the black, and then I used the silver metallic permanent magic marker to highlight the sea view, because it is raised letters on that. And a little bit more dimension to the diorama, I just gave a little humpback whale there and an oversized starfish. But like I said, it was a very fun build to do. Like I said, everything here was done with acrylic paints, or I should say 99.99%. The only thing that I did was use Tamiya gold leaf on the radar antenna with the mesh screen. So yeah, and then I highlighted the tops of the corals and everything. That's all with acrylic paint of pinks, purples, turquoise, just to kind of give it that coral feeling to it. And this is the end result. If you recall, I basically, as far as the observatory windows and the conning tower windows, I did put that liquid masking on it, and it came up really nice and easy once I finalized the painting. I just used a wooden toothpick to kind of just pry the mask off, and then I went ahead and painted the in between the windows to give it that 8 window look to it. So that's the end result for that. Other than that, yeah, we're looking pretty good on it. So there you go. There's the completed build of the Submarine Seaview 5099. So there you go. Alright. Until then, we'll catch you later. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Have a good day. Bye. Well, surprise, I'm back. There is one other thing I'd like to show you. I did, if you haven't guessed it already, lighted the Submarine Seaview up with some 3mm pre-resistor wires, and it's hidden underneath the diorama that came with the kit. And I will show you now how I accomplished that, if I don't have clumsy fingers here. So basically we'll go ahead and take this off for right now, and we'll go step by step here. Hopefully most of the stuff is glued on already, but I'll time to tilt it up a little bit for you and kind of bring it in. Alright, with this ice cooler lid, it had a slight recess to it already, but what I did was actually using a dual 6-volt battery, cell battery holder. So I did an outline of it, took it out to the garage, took out my soldering iron, and actually melted the plastic so it recesses deep into the styrofoam lid, so that the diorama will sit flush on the seafloor bed. So that's what I did there. As far as the light itself, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's our two 3-volt cell batteries in this one compartment. It does have a micro switch on it, and we'll go ahead and turn her on, and we'll place it back into our diorama, and hopefully we'll get it back to sitting flush again. And we'll put the Seaview plaque back on. Alright, so without further ado, here we go. And let me just kind of get it back set up again for you. And we'll... So there you go, just subtle. I actually ran a 3mm pre-wired resistor, just enough room inside the conning tower to omit the light through the two windows off of the conning tower itself. I did put some transparent, Tamiya transparent red paint over the 3mm LED, just to kind of give illusion that it had a red tint to it for, you know, night vision mode. I did the same thing here for the observatory windows. I actually glued in a spare sprue to hold it in place, and that also has a red Tamiya transparent paint that I painted over the 3mm lens. So there you have it. I'm going to go ahead and turn my lamp off. That's above it right now. Kind of give you a better idea of what it looks like in the dark. Alright, get the camera to adjust to it, and there you go. Here is our Submarine Seaview patrolling the 7 seas with the lights on. So I just want to kind of give you that little addition of what I actually did for this kit, and I think it turned out quite well. And of course I have easy access to change the batteries you know, when they wear out. So there you go. Now this is actually the end of the finale, and once again, thank you for watching and subscribing, and everybody have a nice day.